Here you will see the power of Tank Emblem in Lesley.
Do you want a free skin? So let me announce that we're gonna be having a free skin giveaway. So when this channel hits 1,000 subscribers, I will choose 5 lucky winners of epic and elite and normal skins. Just make sure that you are subscribed and you leave a comment and a like on this video. We will choose the random winners from the comments and the likes on this video. Just remember, you need to also be subscribed to be able to win our prizes. And happy watching, thank you very much, and let's resume with the video.
Here's a replay of a ranked match. So we're using Tank Emblem, as you can see. Since we're using the Tank Emblem, we're also gonna go full damage on the talents. You see, we have Fatal and Weapon Master and Quantum Charge. This balances things out. Because we're a bit tanky anyways, so we could go full damage on the other emblems and talents. Usually what we use is the movement speed talents, so that she'll move faster, because she's more of a hit and run hero. She's not really like an attack speed type thing like Hanabi. Okay, so usually in laning I go with the 2 survival gems first, the HP regen gems, and after that, because that will be used later for the quick boots, the one where you move faster. Since we don't have any movement speed, we could use the quick boots since they're buffed. So that's what we usually do in laning. This will help us survive more and need to go back to base less often. But sometimes you also take just the knife. I mean the dagger. So with Lesley, it would be good if you could rush. If you could rush the. Alright? You see that? No way you would survive that if you're an ordinary marksman with no tank emblem. So first with Lesley now, with her revamp, with her skill changes and adjustments, she could now convert 100% of penetration into critical damage. So as you can see, she still hurts, right? Can you say there's no damage? But I can survive more in the early game, which is the important thing. As you can see, we're still playing good, right? It can still cause damage. If I poke, they'll feel it. So it's really confusing if you want the marksman emblem for her. The marksman emblem nowadays is like a dead emblem anyways. It doesn't make sense. Or maybe the assassin emblem for more movement speed is also nice. However, we'd lack the survivability as well, and you know, you won't really feel it in the late game. That's when you'll shine. As you can see, we're building the Fury Hammer first. So you rush the Fury Hammer for the penetration and then use it later to build the Malefic Gun. Because Malefic Gun gives like 30% penetration. See? It's a tank emblem. We're still solo killing our Moskov here. So don't think that this is tank build. This is not a full tank build, guys. Someone said upload a video full tank build. That not tank build. It's not. We're not even building tanky items here. But when there are some crazy assassins, like you see that. You see how even if you have Angela, there's no way you're gonna survive that if you don't have the setup. 500 HP is nothing to laugh at, guys. The tank emblem gives 500 HP at the beginning of the game. So most assassins, they already know like how many hits they would need to get a kill on a marksman early game. They usually don't have much items and build at that time, so if you have those extra HP, you will avoid being bursted down early game. That really frustrates them, and sometimes you'll even turn things around because the assassin would be like tower diving you, thinking that you're dead, but no, you survived, and they wasted that, like their killing spree. They still get a bonus though. They will not reset, so they will most likely die because you put them in a bad position, and you still be able to escape and mostly turn things around. So as you can see, I did not upload a video where I'm fighting bad opponents. These are actually good opponents. See what they're doing there in the mid lane? They're invading our jungle, so you can see. And this Moskov is actually, technically he's winning. Technically he's winning in the lane. I haven't died yet though. Man, that Zetian is... the Zetian does no hurt, but her skill is annoying, especially if she times it right. Sometimes you feel that they have like a map hack because they'll time it when you're doing something and you're busy with something and distracted, and then she times your ult. That's annoying. Okay, we're clearing stuff here. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so you have two choices here, right? If you're not building, if like there's a Fanny or something, or a Hurlkurt or a Hayabusa, I would not build the quick boots, but usually I'd go for the tough boots or the warrior, the warrior boots. Or if there's CC, of course you'd go with tough boots. That means that you don't really have mobility, right? You didn't have much mobility, or you need mobility if you're Lesley. So what I do in those cases is that I don't rush berserkers. So after Fury Hammer, I build the Wind Talker. The Wind Talker helps farming and but also gives more movement speed as well. So that's a good thing. Okay, it says we don't have damage. See, we got a double kill right there, and we're surviving more, right? So why are people saying that you need to be a full damage setup? So before using this tank emblem, actually I was building like a Thunderbelt. That worked for her in the past, but I feel like her spike gets delayed a lot when building it, because obviously it did it one of the first items if you want to stack up the Thunderbelt, and yes, you could stack it up real good. You get half the benefit, but since you are a marksman, you can poke from a long distance, so that's okay. You'll also get double the stacks. And then that's the plan, right? Fury Hammer, and then you either rush Berserker after Fury Hammer, or you'd rush Wind Talker if you don't have enough move speed. And then you build the Malefic Gun. And depending on the situation, maybe you can build the Malefic Gun first, since that's cheaper. But in my experience, the Berserker is really something that's very important. It really makes a difference. The Berserker and the Wind Talker, those two really make a difference. The Wind Talker because of the mobility, and because of the help farming. So this is actually a duo, okay? So, well, technically it's solo queue because duos are also in solo queue. Duos, trios, those are in solo queue, right? But I'm not solo here. I'm with the core. So that's my suggestion. If you really want to play a certain role, go duo. Because if you have reached mythic already and you queued up, you cannot select just one role. You need at least two roles. Okay. And if you're duo, let's say your duo mains jungler or they main mid, that's the best combination, right? Mid and marksman. Because other roles, you would rarely see people allowing to swap, except if they really would like to play XP lane or roamer, like, which is very rare. But usually in solo, if I'm really solo, my setup would be, if I want to play MM, my setup would be mid and gold lane. Because sometimes the gold laner actually also wants to play mage. And you can put Kimmy in mid if she's open. She's really versatile now. Right, so you can see we're doing really well. So for the build, that's it. Tank emblem, and then the critical talent, and then the weapon master talent. You can also go with the master assassin emblem. Talent. That's also good. And you rush whatever boots you need, and you rush Fury Hammer. After Fury Hammer, you'd either go for Berserker or Windtalker. If they have 1-1 or something or Haya, you go of course with you take the Windchant equipment first. And then after that, you build another Fury Hammer, okay? So that you could stack penetration. That's a good build for Lesley. You could either take the Skite or the Heptasis after that. So that's the end of the game. Thank you guys for viewing. So I hope you use the tank emblem more in more marksmen and mages. They're actually applicable. It will not hurt your game, I promise. You'll still do your function, but you'll survive more in the early game. That's the point of being a marksman. You survive early game, you breed, that's good enough. So bye bye and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, okay? You have a great day.